What's up, North America? I'm Dave DeBaugh, and welcome to the Underrated Pod. On today's show, we are going to talk about the NBA draft, and if it were actually re-held after just 2 games of the Summer League, how do you think the draft would look, especially up at the top? Now, if you are like me and you've caught a lot of Summer League, I've watched the top 3 players play in all of their games so far. And I know this is just Summer League, but I can confidently tell you if this draft were re-held today, Sheppard would absolutely, without a doubt, go number 1 to the Atlanta Hawks. Whether or not they needed a Sheppard, he would absolutely go there because the light is definitely on with Sheppard. We are running highlights of his Summer League play, at least to this point. And I personally think that if the Houston Rockets are smart, they'll go ahead and shut him down at this point. There's absolutely nothing left for Sheppard to prove. He scored 23 in his first game, and then he scored 22 in his second game. But you know, more importantly than all of that is how he's actually handled this Houston Rockets offense, if you will. And I know this is just Summer League. I know. But if you will, he's been in complete and utter control. He's making the right choices. He's making the right decisions. He looks like he is NBA ready today. Now, in terms of Zachary and Alex Starr, look, they're both going to need some more time. And in fact, if I were those particular franchises, I would keep playing them through the actual Summer League. They need as much playing time as possible. And certainly in Zachary's case, he needs to join Wemby in a gym and get some extra muscle on that frame. Look, Brandon Ingram reminds me a lot of Brandon Ingram, his rookie season in the National Basketball Association. That is Zachary. I think he could be really good. I think at the end of the day, the Atlanta Hawks might not regret taking him. But if you're just talking about a player that can deliver for your team today, it just makes absolutely no sense to not take Sheppard if the NBA were to rehold their draft today. I mean, just go watch these games and you will see exactly what I'm saying. Look, Sheppard's ability to take players off the ball, Sheppard's skills managing the offense. Yes, I know he could be a bit of a detriment on the defensive side of the ball, but still, how many players are there in the NBA that in their rookie season, if they played enough minutes, they were given enough minutes, could average over 20 points a game? Sheppard is absolutely there, plus throwing 5 or 6 assists a game. He is the real deal, North America. And I know this is just Summer League, and I know sometimes in Summer League, we see players that look like absolute superstars and turn into duds in the actual association. Sometimes we see players like Brandon Pazinski last Summer League not play that well and then actually turn into really good role players in the NBA, as he did for the Golden State Warriors last season. But we're talking about the top 3 picks in the NBA. And Alex Starr certainly could turn into a star in the NBA. It's not going to happen overnight. He's going to have to work on his offensive game. And, you know, certainly on the defensive side, he has all the skills. He's also going to get the minutes in Washington. And Zachary's certainly going to get the minutes in Atlanta. Sheppard on the other side of the fence, as good as he's played in Summer League, is he actually going to get the minutes he would need to actually average 20 points a game on that talented Houston Rockets team that I would fully anticipate is going to take a step forward and threaten to actually be in the Western Conference top 8, and that's actually saying a lot. Reed Sheppard, absolutely the real deal. All right, North America, I want to know, what do you think? Have you seen good old Reed Sheppard play any basketball in the Summer League so far? That is it for tonight's Underrated. Hey, if you haven't checked out our Big Sports website, please make sure you go ahead and do that at underrated.media. For the Underrated, I am Dave DeBaugh, wishing you all a tremendous rest of your sports viewing day. To the guitar riffs we go.
You've been listening to the Underrated Podcast with Dave DeBaugh, presented by underrated.media.